Hi,
Hi, Mommy.
Nana. How are you feeling? You've been a little under the weather.
Ugh,
Yeah?
whatever.
Are you feeling better?
Is what it is.
You're tough, huh?
Yeah. Nothing I can do. I have to go to class.
Did you learn nothing from COVID?
Welcome to the Social Dialogue Podcast. We're a mother-daughter team, both working in the world of social media management.
Join us as we share our different perspectives on life today, including trends, fashion, friendships, and career, and how social media impacts it all. Together, we bring two perspectives to one conversation.
I'm Shane.
And I'm Jenna.
And we're excited to bring you this new episode of the Social Dialogue Podcast.
You did your makeup. You look so pretty.
Wait, yeah, I never do my makeup.
Thank you.
First.
I always do my makeup, but I wanted to look extra, like I touched it up right now.
Aw, that's so nice. I never do my makeup.
How are you feeling, Jenna?
Fine.
Jenna and I are broken out in the same spot.
Oh no.
Never grow out of it. So, how's your day, Rachel?
It's good. Wait, are we like going? Okay.
Well, we are, but I can cut anything out.
Sorry.
Yeah. She edits it.
I think.
Okay, Jenna, would you like to introduce our guest today?
Yes, I would love to introduce our guest today. Today we have one of my best friends, Rachel Applefield. Rachel is a recent graduate of Indiana University, studying law and public policy, and now, am I right, law and public policy?
Yeah, that's what I got my degree in.
Yes, I was right. Knew that off the top of my head. Let's go. Now she is in the Maurer School of Law, working to be, we'll see, big law, advocacy, see where the wind takes her. She is an exceptional leader, an exceptional person. I'm so lucky to call her one of my best friends. So, Rachel, welcome to the Social Dialogue.
Thank you, you guys. Thank you for inviting me. I'm so happy to be here.
We're so excited that you're here. You were one of the first people outside of like Jenna's like first little circle of friends from the dorms. You were like the first person I met that was like a new friend from IU. We bumped into you. We were there for Parents Weekend, right?
Yeah.
And your
my
grandparents were there. I remember that's when we first met you. And I called you like we do at camp. I called you Rachel Hillel because that's how I knew you. You were president of Hillel. And at camp, you know, it's
still Rachel Hillel on her phone.
You know, whatever. So that was your title. Yeah, it's still Rachel Hillel in my phone. So you've always been Rachel Hillel to me. So how's law school? How's it going?
It's really good. Something that I've been thinking about is a year ago, I would have had no idea that I'd be here today in law school, which is just so crazy because I was ready to start work and move to the city and just get life going. But I'm so happy that I stayed in Bloomington and I've been pursuing a law degree. A lot of my professors have just stressed at how much I will just learn and develop in the next few years. And I'm already seeing myself think differently. And I'm just so excited to like it be like 3 years from now and I have all the skills down and I passed the bar and I'll be so successful. Like I'm just so excited for that time, you know?
When did you make the decision? Because I know for a while you were networking for a job and then all of a sudden Jenna said, Rachel's going to law school. When did you make that decision and what was sort of the impetus for that?
So I was like a pre-law major, law and public policy, and there were sort of like two ways to go with that. Just a lot of people went straight to law school and a lot of people went to do more like the policy advocacy side of things. And that's what I was thinking. I assumed I was going to go more the policy side. A lot of people that I knew were studying for the LSAT pretty early on, and I did not have an interest in taking and studying for a big test. It just seemed like so much pressure, and and if I had to take a test to move on with my life, I really was not interested in that. But then about a year ago, one of my sorority sisters told me how she was applying to Indiana University's law school, and you can skip taking the LSAT if you like meet certain thresholds or whatever, like have a good GPA, they look at your resume, you need letters of rec, they actually look at your ACT score, which is crazy.
Because you were at Indiana undergrad, like you can't do this at some other school.
Yeah, so it directly admitted me into the law school. Like if I took a year off and then applied I would have had to take the LSAT. So I applied honestly as a backup plan because I was like, who knows if I'll get a job. Like I do qualify for all this, like, see, I don't even know if I want to go to law school. And then when I got in, I was like, oh my God, I just got into law school. That seemed a little like crazy because I got a nice scholarship and it's a pretty well-ranked law school. And then I thought about it for a few days because I was always going to be my backup plan. And I was like, honestly, this is a great plan. Like, let's make this plan A because I didn't really know what to do from there. And I'm really happy I can continue my education. And it was just like a breeze to get back into it, you know?
I think it's really cool that you were able to pivot like that because you don't hear about people doing that. You hear of them sort of like, well, this was the track I was on, so I'm staying on it. I applaud you that you were like, you know what, maybe I'm just going to pivot. And knowing a little bit about some of the kinds of jobs you were looking into originally, you know, I could see how having a law degree will facilitate you getting those jobs and probably at a higher level when you're ready for it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like just having a law degree makes you even more qualified than like a standard job. It's like you skip a step with having a law degree and it will just be so beneficial. Like I could do anything with it. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's great.
And then I know you're applying for some summer associate programs, things like that. Like what kind of, I know we kind of talked about big law, advocacy. What does the future hold? What are you most interested in? I definitely know it's not Civ Pro, but maybe something else.
You're funny. Can't believe you remembered that.
I don't know what that is.
It's one of my classes, civil procedure, and it's gonna be the hardest one for me. It's so
the class she complains about.
It's hard. It's really hard. So right now, I'm really interested in going into big law. For many reasons, because a lot of their programs are really focused on just training new law students. Like they know you're a law student. They know you need to learn how to do the job. And I think that will just be so helpful and beneficial for me just to start off early on doing a kind of like big law job because it's harder to pivot from a more advocacy interest kind of job, like more passion job into big law. Most people start in big law and then leave and go out because not many people will question why you left big law. It's just wasn't right for you, I guess. But I think I'll like it, and I really hope I can get into it because it's very difficult to get an associate position there because they look at your grades and specifically the first semester grades. So how I do in the next few weeks in class honestly depends my entire next 3 years because that will, like, they won't even look at my application if I don't have above a certain GPA, you know?
Yeah. So that's really, I mean, you've got a lot ahead of you, but I know you're a good student. You're going to do fine. You're going to do great. Yeah. Did your resume weigh in on any of that with like that associate stuff or no, it's all GPA?
I guess yes and no. I've been told by different associates that I've like networked with that it's really just looking at your GPA, maybe your resume a little, but they focus way more on grades. They would much rather talk to someone with a higher GPA than someone with a somewhat impressive resume. And also it's also like how the interview goes. Like they want to talk to someone that they enjoy talking to, that they have a good conversation with. So that also, I guess, makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
So let's pivot a little bit to some fun. So,
okay.
You know, you went to Indiana undergrad. Now you're in law school. What would you say is really the biggest difference in your life between, you know, what you were doing as an undergrad, you know, sorority and fraternity stuff and all of that? I mean, I saw you at the bars when we were there. But how is
that was
it different?
Special occasion.
Yeah.
We never get her out. That's rare.
So do you think that's the biggest difference, like from undergrad to law school? Or what else is like for someone out there who's thinking they're in their senior year and they're thinking, oh, maybe I'll go to law school next year. What can they expect?
Okay, well, I will always encourage someone to go to law school. I wish someone encouraged me even more. It would have made my decision a lot easier. But it is so much like high school. Everyone jokes that law school's just like high school. There's about 200 of us in my class. We have lockers. It's like a 7 to 4 day with like a lunch break. We all like have like lunch. There's even a prom, I was told, like a law school prom. And the drama and the rumors are a lot like high school. Like they're trying to do Spirit Week this week. I know. It's just so funny to me.
Rachel, I feel like you would participate in Spirit Week.
It's like 17 degrees out. And I just want to dress warm and cozy and wear a warm coat and boots. So the difference in undergrad is I have never taken a class, well, until this year, that started before 9:50 a.m. I'm not a morning person, and no one gets to pick their schedule first year. And I also would have like weird breaks and times. Like I'd finish class at 8 p.m. a lot of the days, and now being able to be done around 3 p.m., 4 p.m., and having the rest of the night off is honestly pretty nice, but it's not, but I still have to do work and keep grinding. I feel like undergrad, you could really just get away with just showing up to class or even not showing up to class, just like being able to do pretty well with minimal effort. And here, there's no way you could do that. Like you will fail if you don't go to class or if
Right.
if you miss class.
Right. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Jenna, how about you? Grad school?
Absolutely not. Someone came and spoke to us about grad school today, and I tuned them out and sat on my phone.
You could go to New York and
That's
get a
not-
master's, an online master's program, just like having a little step up, like in my recommendation, it will make you so much more qualified and just people, I don't know, you'll have more skills and be more of an asset. Like people will be looking for that. Not that you're not qualified. You are like brilliant and I love you so much, but I'm just like having that extra step, having
I don't
another
know. I
opportunity.
think in the field she's going into, I think internships matter. I think they're looking at her resume more than they're looking at. I mean, she has a great GPA, but at this point, I'm like, who cares? Your GPA just doesn't matter anymore. Your scholarship's in for the year. It just doesn't matter. And I think they're going to be looking more at internships. Like when we talk to Aunt Mara, who has been on the hiring side for a PR agency, and she'll tell us, you've met Mara. You met her at our house at Derby. Yeah, she'll say, I don't, like when Jenna was thinking about doing an internship in London, she was like, yeah, that's cool, but I'm not going to look at it and be like, she did this in London. I might look at, she did an internship, and then we were like, the London internship is going to be way too much stuff, and I'm glad she didn't do it.
Yeah.
Because London was for travel, and she took advantage of that experience, thank goodness. So I think in the creative fields, I think the resume, it does matter more. I feel like, and I'm generalizing here, and of course I graduated college 30 years ago, but back then, I majored in public relations, and if I was going to go, I'm not old. If I was going to go to graduate school for public relations, it really would have told an employer in that field that I just wasn't ready to graduate yet. But it's different.
Get that.
I mean,
it's
law
totally
is totally
different.
different. You have to have a degree if you're going to practice any kind of law. And even if someday you decide not to practice, but you do the advocacy work, having the law degree is going to benefit you getting the job, but also doing the job. There are things that lawyers, you're required to be the lawyer in the agency or the organization, whatever it may be.
Exactly.
So I think that's important. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you'll be able to look over my contracts for me.
Yeah, that's right, because she keeps bothering my friends to look over her contract. So you're up next, Rachel.
Once she gets her law degree, apparently...
Disclaimer that my law school, they make me say that I'm not a lawyer.
But didn't we say when Jenna eventually gets her offer, we're going to have you look at it first, and then we'll have a licensed attorney look at it, and we'll see how you did. That's right.
Yeah,
if it's homework and there's the disclaimer, I think that's fine. But we had a whole training about it in.
Yeah, you're not gonna have the final say.
It would be cool.
And then have one of my friends look at it and be like, "Yeah, Rachel was right. This is a question." That'd be
great.
Really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, Rachel doesn't get the final say as much as I love you.
But someday she will. Okay. Maybe for your second job. She will have passed the bar by then. Your second job.
Yeah.
It's not that far away. We don't know how long you're going to be in your first job. Who knows?
Yeah.
People don't go to jobs for 20 years anymore. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
talk about
switch.
social? Yes. Okay. Bring it.
Okay. Hey, Rachel, you and your friends are just all in now you guys are all in completely different stages of life. Like Lindsay, who we just interviewed, has a job. You are in law school. Other people are in... Maybe they're getting in a general grad program. Some are on a pre-med track. Some have had a job locked in since junior year. Everyone's kind of some are married, some have babies, things like that. Once you graduate college, you guys are all in completely different stages of your life, even though you're 23 years old. What have you seen on social? Does social look different? Do you feel like you have FOMO? Does social look different to you now than it did at this time last year?
It definitely does, because I don't really have the time to be like as invested in social media as I feel like I would have in the past, like in high school and college, because it just cannot matter to me as much as it ever has. Like, it's not real. And don't really have FOMO because I'm still in college and a lot of my friends are in your grade. And it's more just like, oh, like Jenna's hanging out with her friends. Like, that's so cute. Like, it makes me excited to see you like having a senior year. And I'm just like doing my own thing, but still in your world in a way, which I love being there for. But then it's like a lot of the people I follow on Instagram now have sort of shifted, or at least the algorithm has shifted a little. It's more people in my law school or my class. And a lot of it I feel like is not as the trendy trying to impress kind of photos, and more just like life. Like, this is something to distract myself than reading a long casebook. So I definitely feel like maybe the algorithms just changed for me, but I still need to like brain rot and watch some TikTok and just doom scroll, like watching those totally crazy organizing videos or like those crazy rich people just showing off their purses. That is like a way to just take a like plug out of my day and just be with my thoughts.
Do you watch Becca Bloom?
I don't think so.
She's one of the people with the like rich people with the fancy purses.
I don't know any of their names. Like, I have a burner TikTok where I follow like 8,000 people on this account. And I'm like, oh, this girl looks really pretty and has like lots of fancy bags follow. Like, yeah. I have no idea who it is.
So Becca Bloom, she has a job. Her family is very wealthy. I think her family like founded some technology or something and sold it, but she also works. And she just got married I think in Lake Como, Italy, but like
that's my dream wedding.
Every day she's got another Chanel bag or another something, and she's like, let me just show you what we're doing. And then she's like, let me show you what chef made today. And she has like her cat come out and she has all the food for the cat. And I don't even eat this fancy. I mean, she's so funny. I love her and people love her, and she's very sweet. She seems like she's very kind, and she's just sharing her life, and it's on a whole different level than anyone else.
That's gonna be me, hopefully, except to one day hire Jenna to just make content of me, because I cannot figure out for the life of me. I do not understand how people are editing their TikTok videos so like amazingly. Jenna's gonna be the PR team for me. Yeah, I'm like, because like sometimes I'm just thinking, and I see a Get Ready With Me or just a day in my life, and it's so beautifully planted and edited, and there is no way it didn't take you a million times to open that drawer and place that in there's so much to it that we're not seeing, but it's just distraction for us because it's making us think, oh, this is a perfect ideal world, like there's nothing wrong here. And I don't know,
and
really unrealistic, but
like we've talked about, social isn't a highlight reel, so these people are showing off this perfect looking thing, and it probably took them, like you said, 20 times to shoot it. But to me, it's just entertainment. I mean,
exactly,
they're creating content just like, people that make TV shows, they're creating content. It's just a different kind of content. And, I think it's fun. Well,
my dad sends me Facebook Reels, which is just different TikToks, which is funny. Before it was TikTok, it was Musical.ly, if you remember that.
Right.
And I was so into like that, and I totally got it. And then when they like got sold and changed themselves, I just could not understand this TikTok thing, and I deleted the app. And I was just on Instagram. My friends were making fun of me in high school, so they're like, "You're just watching TikToks on Instagram. Just get the app at that point." And
there's a meme
I finally
that says something like, I don't waste my time on TikTok. I watch these videos on Reels 3 weeks later like a grown up.
That was me. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's me, because Jenna's like, you're like 10 days late on this. In fact, speaking of late, I don't know who went home last night on Dancing with the Stars.
Mom, you don't know?
No, I didn't watch.
Did I tell you?
Yeah, it wasn't Alex, was it?
No, Andy went home.
It's about time.
Yeah,
Alex
was kind of waiting.
Got a perfect score. Robert got a perfect score.
I saw that.
I think something funny is that one of Rachel's hobbies is sending people really weird videos on Instagram, like Instagram DMs. She'll send you like the weirdest thing ever.
Jenna, you're exposing me.
Like what? What kind of videos? Like what?
Jenna,
like the topic?
Really weird and
it's
like
just
completely unlike Rachel.
It's so random.
And so the first time I thought Rachel got hacked because the videos are just like so out of the ordinary for her. And I texted her and I go, "Did you get hacked?" She's like, Jenna, shut up. No, I'm just trying to be funny.
It's really funny.
I just added Jenna
Rachel
to
and I
the
pass back and forth. They're all very topical to what's going on in the world right now. That's what Rachel and I connect on.
I just like my algorithm can just be really random stuff, and I like to just send it to my friends. And Jenna made the roster that day, and now she's at the top of the list. I'm just like, this is just so funny that every one of my friends needs to see this, and I'll just like randomly send it to like everyone I see and be like, the laugh. But sometimes I have to pick and choose, like politics. People might get offended. You got to be careful, but like it's all funny. You got to have a good sense of humor.
That's funny. So my algorithm is all about, well, Thanksgiving is coming, and this is going to air the week of Thanksgiving, so you know what's happening that week.
Black Friday.
And Jenna, what's happening?
The Macy's Day Parade.
What is my algorithm?
Dogs.
Michigan, Ohio State.
Wicked. It's all
Right.
It's all
Yes.
So are you excited? Are you as excited for Wicked as we are, Rachel?
There's no way anyone could be as excited as Jenna or you. I'm definitely excited for part 2. And I'm just trying to remind myself, that was on my free page earlier today. I was like trying to remind myself what part 1 was about. So I saw it so
Jenna
long
can
ago.
give you a play-by-play.
I can give you a crash course.
Yeah.
When Jenna was little, she saw Wicked like 3 times. I think we took you in New York. We took you on Broadway. And when she was 5 or 6, she had a Wizard of Oz birthday party. And we had characters come.
That's
and she
so
had little
cute.
red ruby shoes. And it was really cute. But we're excited. In fact, when this airs, we're going to air it on that Monday of Thanksgiving week. We will have already seen it once. We have tickets for 2 separate days. We have tickets on Thursday before she's coming home, and we're seeing it.
I'm going straight to the movie theater.
And then we have tickets again on Saturday of Thanksgiving weekend during the Michigan-Ohio State game because we can't stay home and listen to that. We're leaving the house.
Poor dog.
The workshop, Rachel, for level 2 at Club Pilates, and I'm not there yet. The lady said, you're very strong, but I don't know the lingo. Like, I'm still learning the Club Pilates lingo. And she's like, until you know what I'm talking about, you can't move into that level. She's like, you can do everything, but you have to know what's coming.
I like stability, and I think that's why Rachel likes the ones more, and I like the level 2s more, because I like challenging myself with like what I can do on the reformer, and Rachel's like, I want to get stronger, and I think that's where we differ.
I didn't realize they were so different, so once I get into 2, I'll probably do a little of both. Love it, and I love that Jenna got me hooked on it because I was afraid to go by myself, and so she came home one weekend, and I was like, will you go with me so I can
I'm the youngest in the room.
Yeah, she was the youngest in the room, and she's the one that had done it the most. It was a level 1, and she was already like well into 1.5.
Keep Rachel on for the Facebook groups and the social.
Yeah, I don't know if I had a new one.
What is that?
Well, I'll go
is this
first
when you,
anyways.
Is this when you make fun of all of the parents and are like, I was just listening to Lindsay this morning, and you're like, ask your kid. Your kid needs to know.
Exactly.
And it's so funny.
There has been a series of Facebook group posts in the University of Florida pages asking, do the dorms have heat? Because it got down in like the 50s and they're all freezing.
Which is cold for them.
Which is cold for them, although your brother was still wearing shorts and he thought it was hysterical.
Whoa,
But, I mean,
it snowed
there's
here.
people from Chicago there, so like they're probably not cold either. But it got down in the 50s and these poor South Florida kids are freezing. And so all the moms are like, is there heat in these dorms? And meanwhile, it's going to be 70 again tomorrow. So everybody calm down. We're all going to be fine. Yeah. Any social media trends?
And you guys all stole mine. It was Wicked. I mean, non-stop, you know? Literally, it's the only thing keeping me going right now. Wicked.
Your social stuff is Wicked. Yeah, me too. I'm excited. I'm excited for like the funny ones because right now it's all about like movie promo and it's the music and you know Ariana. It's all great, but once the movie comes out and everybody's doing the funny ones, I can't wait for that. I'm excited. So
yeah, I'm so excited. Rachel, thank you so much for joining us. You're seriously the best ever. We love you and best of luck with finals because I'm probably not going to see you again.
I love you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll see you January 12th.
And to everyone else who's listening, happy Thanksgiving this week.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Safe travels and everybody enjoy family time. All right, Rach, we love you.
Thanks for joining us on the Social Dialogue podcast. If you liked today's conversation, be sure to leave us a 5-star rating and a review and share it with a friend.
Keep the dialogue going with us on social. Find us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube.
I'm Shane.
And I'm Jenna.
Thanks for listening.